This is absolutely incredible. A woman captured a poltergeist ravaging her home on camera.
Look, here. Here, look, not bad, isn't it? I'm absolutely shocked. The chair's turning.
The owner of the apartment sent the video to psychics immediately, so they could find out what kind of force it is, and the answer is going to shock you. Welcome to Psychics Investigate. Here, people who call themselves clairvoyants investigate tangled criminal cases and various mysterious phenomena. In this episode, the psychics are going to deal with an aggressive poltergeist that's attacking a young mother and her 2 children.
It all began with the rapping on the door. I answered it, but there was nobody there.
Yana lives in a 3-bedroom apartment with her 2 sons. Her younger son, Ilya, was the first to feel the poltergeist's presence at home.
He woke up shouting out, "There's a man over there." I told him, "It was an illusion, dear."
But at that moment, the remote control car turned on and began riding itself.
The first thing I did was to check the remote. It was on the wardrobe.
Then the woman's elder son, Artur, also felt the presence of the evil spirit.
He went to the kitchen to drink water and saw a man's silhouette in the bar mirror. He was reflected in full size, from his head to his feet.
All of a sudden, the mirror in the cabinet cracked in front of the boy's eyes. After that, Yana also saw the poltergeist.
I woke up to the feeling that there was somebody standing near me. I opened my eyes and saw a man's face.
Yana got out of bed and went to the cabinet to find a church candle to say a prayer. But all of a sudden, something tore the cabinet's upper door away and threw it straight at her.
The door fell and hit me on the nose. It started to bleed, and it was very bad.
After that event, the woman had a camera installed in her apartment to record the evidence that the invisible attacker really existed.
I was afraid to tell anybody because they would think I was insane. This is terrifying.
Yana has lived in this apartment since she was a child, but recently she stopped feeling safe in her own home. Therefore, she's asking the psychics to help her deal with the evil spirit.
I really need help so I can have peace of mind and know my children are safe, so I can live peacefully in my own apartment.
Ukraine's most powerful psychics, Olena Kurilova and Kayal Alekperov, agreed to help the woman. Before setting off to see Yana, the psychics decide to work with her video clip.
This is a dead man.
He's searching for something. There's some kind of mystery related to his death.
I had a vision. This woman, Yana, is in the room, and next to her, I see a severed male head.
Is this the same man?
I don't know yet.
Is it possible that this Yana killed somebody?
Do we have her photo?
I see a vivid picture. 3 women sit facing one another. They put on kerchiefs on their heads and pass a little wooden thing to one another. It looks like some figurine or something, and it's all wrapped up in or entwined with something.
Seems like some kind of ritual, but what does it have to do with Yana?
Some ropes, threads, and knots. She's one of the 3. She's one of the 3 women.
2 hours later, the psychics arrive in the town where Yana lives and are at her apartment building.
Hello. Thank you so much for coming. I'm really, really grateful. Help me, please. There's somebody living in my apartment.
This is a man's spirit, and this dead man is somehow bound to you.
Who is this?
Can we enter your apartment to summon this man's spirit?
Of course you can, of course.
But before everyone had even entered the building, Kayal Alekperov shocked everyone with what he felt.
There's the spirit of a man here. Beware. He's aggressive.
Flower pots fell from the windowsill. What is going on here? Does the psychic see the spirit that's haunting Yana and her children? But who is this man?
Quiet, quiet. Kyle? Where's his head?
He says, at my home. Where's your home?
God, help and protect me. This is my home.
I'd seen the head of this man, whose spirit appeared in the building when we entered, in the vision I had before the investigation. Was he murdered in Yana's apartment? Could she have been involved in it somehow? My jinns are showing me a ring, but I don't understand what connection it can have with the beheaded man. Olena, what's the matter?
Sit down. Are you unwell?
My legs gave way. I had a sudden vision. A beheaded man lying in the middle of the room.
Olena, sit down. I see this room, but it has no ceiling and I can see the sky. I see a crane. The building is being constructed. A man wearing a builder's helmet squats at the wall, doing something.
What else do you see?
Something falls off the crane. It's something heavy, like a concrete slab. It lands on his neck, cutting his head off.
Yes, it happened when this building was being constructed. There was an accident at the construction site. A man's head was torn off. Yes, it did happen here.
Suddenly, Kayal Alekperov left the room and began working at the front door. What has the psychic felt?
I don't see the spirit in your apartment. He can't cross the threshold. Did you invite a priest when you moved in here?
Mom said she invited a priest, and he blessed the apartment.
Yana is from an Armenian family that lived in Azerbaijan for many generations. 30 years ago, they had to leave the country after war broke out there.
We left the country because there was the war, and people died there.
Yana's parents were given the apartment in which she lives now as refugees. Later, the neighbors told them that the apartment had been empty for a long time as people feared to live in it. This is the reason why Yana's parents arranged for the priest to perform a blessing on their new residence.
The beheaded man's spirit had frightened everyone who moved into the apartment, to which he's bound. But after Yana's parents had it blessed, he couldn't enter it and had to stay on the stairwell. He needs to be released. I'll do the ritual on the stairwell.
Then whose spirit is ravaging the apartment? And why can't the blessing protect the place from it?
The spirit of the man that's harming Yana appeared here not so long ago, and it's bound to her herself, not to the apartment.
I decided to check Yana's life with my cards to see if I could find the answer in her past. The card of death. The lovers. The cards told me of some kind of romantic unfaithfulness related to death. But back then, I didn't understand what it meant. The card of the woman. She's holding something in her hands. You took something with your hands. Wait. Did you find some strange items?
I did. 3 candles made of 3 interwoven thin candles, each in a cross burned on a sheet of paper.
I hear a quarrel between you and a woman. Yana, this is somebody from your family.
Could it be somebody from my family?
The woman is related to you. She has some property claims. It might be connected with this apartment.
It could only be my sister.
The big family of Yana's grandmother, her parents, and 3 children used to live in this apartment. Yana's grandmother and father died. Her brother and mother went to live in the US several years ago. Her sister, Ilona, married and went to live with her husband in his 1-bedroom apartment. And, according to Yana, her sister is not happy. She inherited their parents' apartment.
Could Yana's sister use magic against her?
Yana phoned her sister, Ilona, who lives in the same town. She agreed to speak to the psychics, regardless of the fact that she and Yana barely communicate.
Hello.
Hello. My name's Ilona.
Hello.
You had a kind of conflict because of the property.
Yes, we did quarrel quite a lot.
We were like enemies.
The sisters couldn't come to terms with each other. Ilona and her husband and 2 children have to share a 1-bedroom apartment, and she has the right to a part of their parents' apartment. But it's easy to understand Yana. She doesn't wish to sell the apartment in which she's lived since her childhood. The women argued because of it so much that they couldn't even see each other.
I haven't spoken to her at all for almost a year.
But could Ilona be involved into the events that are happening to her sister?
We found the items made purposefully to cause death at her home.
Do you think I did it? Go and check it.
Did these hands do this? No.
I was a little bit shocked that my sister could even think I could do something like this to her.
This woman doesn't wish you death.
It's a load off my shoulders.
You shouldn't be enemies with each other. You're sisters, and you must support each other.
Of course. She's my sister. My God, how could you think it was me?
It seems like the women have been looking for a chance to forget all their quarrels and finally reconcile.
I will never harm her in my life. Never.
I am sorry if I did something that hurt you.
It would be a lot easier to find out who did that if we could at least see those things.
What did you do to them?
Nothing. I kept them. They're at my home.
Look, how could you do something like this?
Hurry! We need to get to your apartment. The magic is directed at your children's deaths.
Help me. My children are everything I have in my life.
Tell me, please. Have you buried your child?
Yes. I was pregnant with twins. Then I had a miscarriage and lost one baby. Ilya survived.
Those items took away the other baby. Where did you find them?
In my bag in the bedroom.
For how long had the bag been there unused?
For about 3 years.
The woman recalls that the last time she used that bag was before her younger son was born.
Yana, my sacred book says it was done by a woman who couldn't have children. She shifted her fate to you.
And then I realized where the package of the candles came from. I already had a case like that in my life. About 10 years ago, my friend came to me and said, "Olena, look, I was riding the subway with this bag. And when I came back home and opened it, I found the kerchief in it. And in the kerchief, 3 candles and the same cross, but made of wax, were wrapped."
Do you mean her bag was open and someone planted that thing on her while she was using the subway?
When a woman can't have a baby, she goes to a black hag. The black hag tells her to find a young and beautiful woman and plant the thing into her bag. It was planted on you.
But it has nothing to do with the man that's been haunting your home.
Anyway, we need to get rid of it. And I've sealed it with the wax from my blessed candle.
But who is that entity that's haunting Yana's apartment? Whose spirit is this, and why is it threatening the woman and her children?
Who are you, and why did you die?
It's a clue. What is this?
This thing is deadly.
It's a ritual thing. It's charmed.
What does this mean? Did the woman carry out some kind of magic ritual?
I hear some strange words. Wait, this is my language. It's a widow's curse.
It's unbelievable. But who cursed whom? And where does the thing come from? And what is it?
It's a spindle, it's my grandma's.
It turned out that Yana's grandmother brought the spindle from Azerbaijan.
She always carried it with herself.
Always. She always took it whenever she moved to another town or country. I never saw her use the thing.
When her granddaughter asked her, the old woman said it was a gift, and it had value for her as a memory. After Yana's grandma died, first her mother and then Yana herself kept the thing as an antique. But the woman would never think it could be loaded with a curse.
Tell me, was your grandmother a widow?
Yes.
Was your mother a widow?
Yes.
Are you a widow?
Yes.
It's hard to believe, but this woman is a widow? How is it possible? She's so young. As it turned out, 4 years ago, Yana lost her husband.
I see a road. Did your husband die on the road?
Yes. He crashed on a highway.
Tell me, what was his name?
His name was Algis.
Yana's husband was Lithuanian. He had a business in Ukraine. They met at a party thrown by their mutual friends. The woman says it was love at first sight. But the happiness didn't last long. 5 years after the wedding, Algis died in a car wreck. He lost control of his car. His death was a terrible shock for Yana.
He was a very fair kind of person. Very kind. He was very fair. He loved me a lot. It was a great love.
The first son isn't his, is he? He took you with your eldest son, saying, it's his boy, didn't he?
Yes, he wanted to adopt him.
The father of Yana's eldest son was the first love of her youth. But their relationship went sour. For a long time, she was alone until she met the man who made her happy.
Olena, please remember the vision you had before the investigation.
The 3 women passing something among them.
The 3 women are Yana and her grandmother and mother, all of whom became widows. The spindle is cursed. Whoever held it in her hands lost her husband. A woman gave this spindle to your grandmother on the day of her wedding. She had imposed a spell on it. She hated your grandmother because she was jealous of a man's affection for her.
It was Grandma's sister. They had a conflict because of a man. I remember clearly that it was because of the man.
The cursed spindle killed 3 men from Yana's family. Her grandfather, her father, and her husband.
Olena, do you remember when we were watching the video before the investigation from this room, you said the man's spirit was searching for something? My jinns are showing me a wedding ring. This is your husband's spirit that's haunting you.
He loved me so much. Why is he angry? Is it because of the ring?
Let's summon him. Okay, close your eyes. With my words, with my requests, with my candles, with my prayers. Hold on, dear, I'm reciting. The candle, give me the candle.
It went out. The candle died out.
Kayal, give me the candle. Light it. Go away. Leave this place and never come back.
I'm praying to God. Please leave.
Your husband's spirit is here. He's not going to go away. He says, you cheated on me.
Me? Cheated?
He's infuriated. Look at the chandelier. He says, you were unfaithful. Ilya is not my son, and you're lying to everyone. You tell them he's my son.
Does this mean the woman who 5 minutes ago told everyone of the heavenly love had been cheating on her husband?
Were you pregnant from somebody else when you were married to him?
I know I did a wrong thing, and I don't reject it.
This is your wedding photo. It's not an accident that it fell off the wall. His spirit tumbled it. He's giving you the sign that he doesn't wish to be your husband.
A romantic affair related to death. She was unfaithful to her husband, and he only learned of it after his death.
Yana's husband was often out of town. His business demanded frequent trips. Yana often stayed alone, and she missed him a lot. She says she only had one date with the other man, and it happened at the moment of weakness. Only after she made the mistake did Yana realize how much she loved her husband. She soon knew she was pregnant, She was going to tell Algis but was late. He died.
Yana, did you record your husband as the boy's father?
Yes, I was married after all.
He hates you because of this unfaithfulness and wishes to take the wedding ring he gave you, but he can't find it anywhere.
I did have the wedding ring from him, but I don't have it anymore. I had to sell it.
You were so used to your husband's infinite love that you didn't even think how hurt he would be.
This is my sin, I know. I'm not going to deny it. Of course it was a betrayal. What do I do?
You must ask him for forgiveness. We are going to recite prayers, and you will tell him what you have on your heart.
Algis, please forgive me for my mistakes and my unfaithfulness. Please go and leave me and the children alone. I'm begging you. Please let me go. Please. Please. Forgive me.
He heard your sincere tears.
To make sure he doesn't return, you must buy a new ring and take it to your husband's grave.
I promise you, I'll do it.
And you must also return the cursed spindle to your grandmother so it won't harm anybody else. Take it to her grave.
I will do it. Thank you so much.
I'm going to pray for you and your children.
This woman lived in lies for so long, and because of it, she almost lost her and her children's lives. However, it appears that she has learned a crucial lesson. You can never hide the truth. If you're impressed by the story, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. Even more amazing stories are waiting for you.